Hi, I'm Surbhi Chandna. You're watching UrbanNation.com. If you're talking about the new Anika, then of course we are like new people altogether. Of course, with the same name and the same faces, but the characters, the characterization of the character is totally different. So, agar reboot ki, if we talk about the reboot, then it is. She's a fighter. She has a family who she takes care of, and she's a wedding planner, and she's just been employed at her. So she found somebody. She basically this girl is called. Her name is Priyanka. She's Shivai's sister, and Priyanka happens to see some of my work, and she wants me to be her wedding planner. And Priyanka is supposed to get married now. So again, how Shivai and Anika meet is a beautiful journey, because this time both of them are different characters, different people. I'm not the same, blunt and all of that, though I miss being blunt, and I think it just comes so naturally. Not that I'm very, very blunt in real life, but it just comes so naturally to me. And I was literally living Anika. Both Shivai and Anika as a couple, as individuals, they're very, very mature right now. They have responsibilities, and they're not like a girl and a boy anymore. They're like a woman and a man. So कुछ challenges हैं घर पे अभी after coming to Priyanka's house. There's a little challenge that I'm facing, because Priyanka is getting married to this boy called Daksh, who's the negative force in this house. So yeah, that's in just a little crux. It has been very challenging. Initial phase of my journey when Ishba started, it was difficult, because I've not done too much work on television, and this was like my first opportunity in television, where I was the central character, which wasn't the case in the previous show Kabool Hai. So you have a lot of baggage, you have like responsibility to prove to the producers, the channel, the team who's working so hard. So you're answerable to people, you're answerable to the fans. Fans of course happen later, but the audiences mainly. So you have like a responsibility to prove your mettle, and it was challenging. But of course, when you start living it, when you start living the character, is when you see great work happening on television. So basically, you're saying that you have to prove to people. I have parents back home, and who also my mom wasn't sure if I could pull off doing TV or anything. When she used to take me along for auditions, my mom used to take me for a lot of auditions, for ads and all that. And every time she used to tell me ke you're not capable, yeah. Like you cannot act for nuts. And today, when she gets like great feedback and response from her friends, she's like, I'm so proud of you. And I think nothing gets me and gives me that happiness. The happiness that I see on their faces, the awards that I've won in these 2 years. I think in a very short span, I've got so much love, which wasn't expected at all. There was no foreseeing that this is going to come so long. Like 2 years is a long time, and I think I'm just too blessed to have great team to work with. It's the fans who make us. So a lot of things, a lot of factors, yeah. I don't think so right now. I'm just not in that phase. Say I'll just pick like a fear factor. I am too scared of all these things, So even if I'm paid good money, I doubt I will do it. I don't know if I'm that courageous, very honestly. But anything to do with dance, I might just. More than all of that, I'm inclined towards hosting. A lot of people know that I have a little interest there. So if something like that comes my way, I am for surely going to opt for it. We don't share secrets. Very honestly, I think we are of what we know each other. I think we are very I know a lot of things about him. He knows a lot of things about me. I don't think there is any secret. No, I don't know. I don't see any bad in him. The good is that I learn so much from him, you know, the way he conducts himself on set. There are things that I learn where, you know, how he has to handle and tackle situations. Lot of things. I have to learn how to take holidays. So that is one art I'm going to learn from him. I cannot take holidays. I cannot take holidays, yeah. I think Anika and Shiva are such beautiful individuals, na? If I'm talking about the first season, even in the second season, we're just building a lot of things in them. But if I have to pick something, I like his style, yeah. I think I'm very fond of his style. He's really gotten into it. You know, I see him, you know, without, when he's not Shivai Singh Oberoi, when he's just Nakul, he's so like, just like, hey, yeah, whatever, you know. But here, when he's on set, he just changes, and which is a beautiful thing about him, you know. I see his style, I see his character that he's trying to act as. It's something that I'd like to take, like, you know, standing, like there's a posture he would have, or, you know, even if he answers his phone, I don't know, you can't hear like that, you know, he answers his phone like this. I would never hear what the other person is saying, you know, at the other end. So, but that style, and people talk about it, you know, when the audiences watch, they're like, hey, we like Shivai's style of, you know, answering a call. So something, you know, all of that. I think Anika is too bindas and all of that, you know, very spunky. The old one, of course. This one is more mature. So, you know, both are beautiful in their own ways. A lot of Instagram posts, they're very clever actually. You know, so we never, there are times we would not want people to know, you know, and it is very clever of them to give me pictures they're supposed to be like a secret and very personal. So I have to pick 5. So I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to tell you all the situations I was in when that particular picture was clicked. So I think this everybody knows. I'm going to opt for this one first. This is me and Vivek Dahiya dancing at the Big Z Entertainment Awards. We had an act together. He's a nice guy. He's doing a great job on Star Plus, Qayamat Ki Raat. And it was fun dancing with him. So I'm safe here. Okay. This is also a very safe picture, so to say. Me and SSO, you know, we had a great, I remember this this particular track, me and Shivai get lost in the jungle, and then we have this whole Andaz Apna Apna kind of thing happening. And then I have my scooty which rescues us. But I think it so happens that we packed up and we had like a lot of time in hand, and SSO said, chal ek round pe chate hain, this is Film City. And I said, SSO, we need a picture on the scooty. It was called Champa. I miss all those things in this season. But yeah, it's a sweet picture of me and SSO. So yeah, and we were eating bhel also. In this, ye photo mein nahi hai. 2 pictures, I'm down. I hope there are no more controversial pictures here. This is a nice picture. Now you would be interested as to ye bike kiski hai. This is a Harley Davidson, and this my no boyfriend, no nobody. This is my bro-in-law's BIL, I call him, Sanjay's bike, and he took me for a ride and he said, you know what, I'll click a picture of you, you sit on it. So I sat on it and I have a picture on a Harley. So I think also, I think I was back from some audition or I was doing Ishbaz, I don't even remember. But I have a little, you know, I like a lot of highlighters, girls who are listening. So this has a little highlight on my skin. So the idea was Harley was secondary. It was the face and the highlight and the, you know, all of that. So we have 3 pictures down already. 2 more. So if I have to pick, this is at home. I clearly remember I've had like a very long wait for Ishbaz. 1 year and I wasn't doing anything. I was told to not do any work and wait patiently for the project to happen. And so this is goofing around basically at home. There were times when, I used to feel that I've not done makeup in a long time. I don't like makeup anyway, just like lipstick. So I said, in a long time I had not done any makeup because I was home waiting for the project to happen, nothing doing outside. So I said, let's put some lipstick on and click a Instagram picture. And here it is. And I think my hair is also oiled in this picture. And I think post this picture, maybe 4-5 months later, we started shooting for Ishbaz. So this is that period when I was also asked to put on little weight. Gul, if you're listening to this. GK, my producer Gul ma'am asked me to put on some weight for Ishbaz. And then she told me, lose that weight also. So how easy is it? First tell, put on and then you say lose, matlab machine hai, we are machines. I love you, GK. Okay, and I think we have one more last picture. I'll show you the pictures actually, they are all on my Instagram. This with the dressing and this with heaven. This is a very precious picture. I'd not want to talk about it. This is a fun picture with Shrenu giving us like photo bombing, but not interested photo bombing here. These are the specs or whatever glasses I borrowed from Jai Singh. There's no story behind it. This is a nice special picture. This was my trip to Dubai, and I think it was my first holiday in Ishbaz, if very honestly thought of. My first ever holiday on Ishbaz. I was shooting in September was the month. It was my birthday month, and I said I want to take off to some city, some place, and I decided to go to Dubai for a holiday. And it's a precious picture because the whole holiday is still in my memory. Thank you so much for all the love that comes our way, for everybody, the team, the cast, and everybody. So we're trying something different right now. I know it is not acceptable because you all have seen two people and the rest of the cast in a certain format, and we've switched from that format to get into another format. We've changed a lot of creative lines to it. So it will take a little while, but you will still get your Shivaya Anika, Rudra Bhavya, Gauri, Omkara, and the rest of the cast. We're working hard. We're trying to do and experiment a lot of things. I hope we succeed. We just need your love that we've always got in 2 years. Just keep the love coming, like I say. But I think we're enjoying this also. It's a new dimension to the show. Of course, there are times it is difficult because when you live a character for 2 years, everybody, in fact it is for the technicians also very difficult, like our directors and all that, because they have a certain pattern of shooting us, and they also have characters set in their mind. They also live it. It's not just us living them. So for everybody it is new. So I just want y'all to love this reboot. I call it the Ishbaz 2.0. So I think y'all should just enjoy it. We're always welcome for feedback, y'all know that. And that's it. Just love us the way y'all have always and stood by us. I hope we don't disappoint you. We're working very hard, and everybody works hard. There is no escape. But I hope you like the new taking of the whole show.